Welcome everyone to balmy July. Beautiful July. It's this is what we all said we wanted in February. Remember the snowstorm? And everybody said, I want summer. I don't care how hot it gets. Well, think you got what you wished for in spades. Welcome to Man About Town. We are a production of 321 Media, and we are happily brought to you by those wonderful folks at the Dunn's Corners location of Valenti Subaru. You're going to hear more about Valenti in the coming weeks. There's a new guy at the helm named Tim. He has made a commitment to stay with Man About Town, and we're very happy to have that. We wish Bruce Morrow the best in his retirement, but Bruce never retires. You can't get rid of him. I saw him Monday at a ribbon cutting at Halleck's Appliance, and he works with the chamber. He loves to give back to town, and we'll see plenty of him. And you'll get to know Tim from Valenti Subaru. And today you're going to get to know an old friend and a new friend. You will know Bill Lancelota. He is the assistant executive director of Wilcox Park and the Westerly Library. And he brought with him Juliana, one of the children's librarians. Is that the proper way to say it? Or the children's room librarian?
I am the kids librarian, but I am proud to be a member of one of 4 librarians for youth services.
Yeah, I thought there's a whole bunch of you down
there
there.
are. I'm really lucky.
So when you say the kids, what ages are
Yes.
we talking about?
All from 0 to 8. Anyone who was just born yesterday to 8 years old.
That's amazing. I'm always amazed when Bill and Bridget talk about that, and they talk about having a reading thing for the kids from 0 to. I mean, you've got some little child in swaddling clothes, but is it hearing the voice over and over and the repetition that works?
Yes, we have at our story times, we have readings and songs and chants, and also just providing community space for parents to gather.
Do you sing to them?
I do every single week.
That's great.
Yes.
And it works. I mean, they calm down and they're happy and they coo and gurgle and
Yeah, we have everything, everyone from happy little babies to the 6-year-olds who are singing along with me and coming up with new verses to the songs. And it's really a joy. And this summer has been such a joy so far because we've moved my story time from upstairs in the terrace room to the park every week and just be outside and provide a little bit extra wiggle room. And they love to wiggle, and I'm all for it.
And kids love, they don't care if it's hot or cold. They don't feel it. They just want to be out there.
They just want to be out there and having a good time. And it's a nice novelty experience. And today I'm pulling out a brand new large parachute to go with one of our songs. So it's going to be a blast.
What kind of stuff do you read them? Do you read them the old-fashioned nursery rhyme type stuff or the old-fashioned golden book stories, or a mixture, or stuff from today?
A little bit of everything. Sometimes I'll definitely pull out some old nursery rhymes because the old fables that are important to us, they don't know them yet. So they're new to them too. And I do also love to pull books from the brand new books that we get. Just a new picture book, bright colored pages, great stories. So a little bit of everything, but every week is a new theme.
Are you familiar with, and she's a Rhode Island author and pretty famous in her own right, Anne Hood?
Yes.
Oh, I believe she was living in Wakefield. I think she may have moved up a little bit, but I just read last night. I read in bed, and that's, and then I wake up about 2:00 in the morning and the glasses are here and the newspapers are there. I'm trying to remember now where I read it. I believe it might have been in the Providence Journal from the weekend. She has written her first kids book. Are you familiar with that?
I'm not, but I'm very excited to hear it.
It's called Piggy. And what it's about, which it intrigued me, she said little kids always have like their best friends growing up, their little plush things. their animals, and they tote them around and they drool all over them and they're stained and they're a mess. Well, her daughter had a little pig, and then her daughter now is grown and went off to college and left Piggy on her bed. So Anne went in to straighten up the room and saw Piggy there all flattened out and all, and said, but there's a story in that. This is, these little things helped kids grow up. So she did her first children's book. And I don't remember if they said it's dropped yet or not, but you might want to check it out. Simple enough to remember.
I absolutely will take a look for that.
How about this for a transition?
Yes.
Speaking of Piggy, here's Bill Lancelota.
Oh, and you said you don't insult.
You knew it, right? No, I want to know. I know July is ice cream month. That
Oh, yeah.
doesn't concern you.
Oh, that concerns me greatly.
Are you going to have
Oh,
ice
yeah,
cream?
absolutely.
I did read the Chronicle. I know
Where's
you've
the
got
camera?
some
Right there?
really good stuff.
Yes.
And we always have really good stuff. So let people know, and then we'll get back. We'll talk about Piggy and stuff.
Yes. Well, it's summer reading time. That's the big news in the Chronicle is our summer reading program. It's for kids. It's for tweens. It's for teens. It's for adults. It's for absolutely everyone.
And I always
So-
have to add in there, it's so different from
Mhm.
when I went to school because I dreaded it. It was like the last day of school, which was always half
Mhm.
day. And the teacher would say, oh, yeah, and by the way,
Mhm.
you have to read 6 books this summer, and they've got to be this kind of book or that kind of book. And I'd, of course, wait till about 2 days before Labor Day to even think about it.
Yeah.
And it always was a chore to me. So I didn't pick up a book in the summer. But now it's anything, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Graphic novels, comic books, anything.
Yeah, I think the teens even have they have activities. So if you're not in a reading mood, you come in and you do the activity, and you
Wow.
get a chance to win some of the prizes at the end.
So you can
People
cheat,
get a
is what
book
you're
just
saying.
for signing up. You show
That
up.
I think
at
is
the-
wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Show up, come into the library, say you want to be part of the summer reading program, whether you're a kid or you're just retired or you're, everything. So people will sign up. I was checking out the books on the second floor reference for the adults and stuff. They got some good stuff there. So
They do.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So people get a choice of what kind of book they want.
mhm.
Mhm.
Does that apply to the adults who sign up as well as the kids?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, that's nice.
And there's some awesome prizes.
there are.
There are, yes.
A
What
car
kind of prizes
from
do you have for
Valenti
kids?
Subaru?
Not a car from Valenti Subaru.
Ah,
No, but maybe with the new manager,
dang. Yeah.
we can
Yeah.
talk to him. But for kids this summer, we have all sorts of prizes. We have a Dog Man board game and
Mhm.
stuffed animal, Pete the Cat board game and stuffed animal. We've got a Bluey Bubble lawnmower for our littles.
Bluey goes real big.
It
with
does.
And so does Miss Rachel, right?
Miss Rachel
That's
is very
another one.
popular. Yes. So we've got 12 prizes for kids, ages 0 to 8. There are their own.
And that's
teen
based
prizes
on
as
how
well.
many books they read?
No. So for kids, they are going to track their reading in 15-minute increments. So they could go the entire summer without finishing a single book. They probably will after 15 minutes, but you never know. And they just track in 15 minutes whether they're being read to, whether they're reading a book, whether they're reading a graphic novel or an audiobook. Any sort of reading counts for me. They'll track it in 15 minutes. I have a cute little coloring page for them to work on. I'll show the camera. They'll color in one garden vegetable every
There we
time
go.
they read for 15 minutes. And then when they complete an entire garden bed, they will earn 1 prize drawing ticket. If they do finish a book and they want to tell us about it, they can also write a book review for an extra ticket. And this summer, our theme is Plant a Seed, Read, which is a wonderful theme
Mhm.
for Westerly Library in
It
Wilcox
is.
Park.
Yep.
So they can also complete a garden journal and make some nature observations for an extra ticket.
Oh, that's great. So you're not going to give them with The garden vegetable thing, you're not going to give them a prize like a zucchini or something.
No,
You'll give them something they really
it
want.
will be something
right?
very fun.
Mhm.
Although a zucchini, a good fresh garden zucchini in the summer, that's a prize to me. But they'll be working for
Not to a
some good
5-year-old.
prizes. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and for the adults, I think the prize the first week, the first drawing is going to be United Theater tickets. And going forward, I think they've got cafe gift certificates to the cafe and other restaurants and around town, as well as chamber gift cards, which are like gold.
They sure
So-
are.
They are.
I just used one this morning, as a matter of
Yeah.
fact, before I came here at Walmart.
Mhm.
I didn't think Walmart takes it, but that list is amazing that they give you. Over 300 businesses locally. Best gift you can give anybody in this town.
And people can also participate using the Beanstack app, as well as signing up in person and doing
What's
it that
the
way.
bean stack?
Well, it's a phone app, So
No, I don't know.
Beanstack, yeah. So
Yeah.
Beanstack allows for readers to track the amount of time that they're reading and the books
Ah.
that they're reading in order to earn badges and activities. We provide the online option for tweens, teens, and adults. The kids only use the paper packet.
So when you say it tracks the time they're reading,
Mhm.
what happens if it's somebody like me, the book's open or the newspaper's open, and then I, drop my head, the glasses fall off, and the next thing I know, it's 2:00 in the morning.
You know what? It's the honor system. We trust your judgment. We trust your best guess and estimate. And we know that you're going to keep reading all summer long. So you'll earn the tickets. Yeah.
That's great. I know
Mhm.
there's lots of people on the beach that read too.
Yes. One of my favorite places to read. And I try to encourage the kids to read there too, but they're so busy playing in the sand
Of
and the water. I
course.
don't blame them.
Yeah. Well, that sounds great.
Cool.
So it started as far as people aren't too late to go in and sign up, right?
It's never too late to sign up for summer reading. We did have
Wonderful.
our great kickoff party on Saturday, which was a wonderful, wonderful occasion and very popular, but it's never too late to sign up for summer reading. You can visit the kids, teens, or adults reference desk to sign up at any time.
Super.
Yeah.
What's next, Bill?
Oh, so much to go on. Oh, let's see. Program spotlights. Oh, let's see. We have Cookbook Club, of course. That's
That
Wednesday,
never
July
stops, does
8th.
it?
Oh no, it's ongoing. Oh, I think there'd be a great outcry if we ever stop doing Cookbook
I'm
Club.
sure.
People love it. But it looks like the book this time is How Can It Be Gluten-Free Cookbook.
You know something? That's
So-
going to go over very well.
Yeah.
A lot of people are gluten-free.
Mhm.
And gluten-free stuff used to taste, awful. But
Yeah.
it's gotten a whole lot better.
Yes.
I know for one thing, a Job Lot's got one big aisle now of
Yeah.
nothing but gluten-free products.
My wife makes these amazing gluten-free chocolate chip cookies, but they're made with almond flour. So
But you haven't
are-
ever brought them in here, and Ben and I are wondering.
just realized that as it came out of my mouth, I'm in trouble. So I
I
will.
wanted to go in our mouths.
All right. She said she's going to make them soon. I'll put some aside for you.
Okay.
Let's see. We have an older adult coffee hour with Pace, and that's Wednesday, July 22nd, from 1 to 2 in the Old Main Reading Room.
Please explain what PACE is. I know what it is, but there may be people who don't. And you always see it in capital letters, PACE.
Oh, what does it stand for?
It doesn't matter what it stands for.
Oh, okay.
Just, it's what they do.
Yes, Pace does.
They work with
Yeah.
seniors,
Yes.
right? They work with
Yes.
older adults who need any kind
Yeah.
of information, help, kind of like Susan Rosen plus
Yes.
20 or something.
And let's see. And they're going to have coffee and treats in our beautiful Old Main Reading Room, and hear about the ways that Pace can help older adults age independently in their homes.
Very good.
So that's a great program there. We also have adult craft and movie night. So you do your craft, you watch an old favorite movie this month. They're going to be making dried flower candles and watching Heathers from 1989.
What's the movie? Evidence?
Heathers, starring Winona Ryder and Christian Slater from 1989. So, and let's see, we have, composting for home for everyone, Wednesday, July 29th from 6 to 7 in the auditorium. And composting at home is an easy way to reduce your waste and impact on the planet, and also create nutrient-rich food for your soil and garden plants. Plant a seed, read. Ties into our summer
That's
reading
great.
program. Whether you have an outdoor space or not, composting at home is easy and possible for all. In this presentation, Charlotte Canner will discuss what compost is, why it is important, now to do it in a way that works for you. Program spotlights for youth services. My program is back today. We're very excited. That's 1:00. It's going to be every Wednesday throughout the rest of the summer through August.
And that is
Animation Nation, our stop motion Lego movie program. So, and because the theme is plant a seed, read, I always try and tie it in a little bit to the summer reading program. I got these Lego botanicals. I don't know if you've seen them. They're like
no.
bouquets and flowers and plants and stuff
Yes,
made out of Legos.
Yes, I have.
Yes.
I did. I saw a news feature on
And
that.
so we're going to build them and then probably destroy them because that's.
Is that what you do with Legos? You build, I thought that was Jenga. You build it and then breathe and the thing comes down.
Well, with the tweens, there's usually some sort of destruction shows up. Because we have to have action in our movies,
Okay.
So.
Are you still planning for a film premiere in the fall?
Yes. So every last week of October, usually on a Wednesday again, we have our film screening of the projects we've worked on all summer long. So, and we have pizza party, movie premiere night.
Everything that you do around what you do, it involves pizza, doesn't it? Usually.
Yes. Or gelato. So one or the other. It's very important. And thank you for reminding me. We always have snacks at our programs. So
you do.
Show up. Play with Legos, make some movies, be as creative as you want. Some of these kids come up with amazing stuff. So, and have a snack.
That's why they're there, right?
Yes.
The snacks.
We have a great story time performance coming up, Poppy's Planet.
Yes. She's coming on July 22nd at 10 a.m. During our usual storytime hour. Like to shake it up for them in case they get tired of my voice. Bring in another one. Poppy's Planet does great emotional learning online using puppets and singing. And so we're just really glad to bring her back for another summer and provide a performance for our kids.
Great.
Yes.
So she's obviously been here before.
Yes.
Poppy's Planet.
Poppy's Planet. She's very popular on YouTube, and so it's great to bring her in person so the kids can meet
So
her.
the older kids would know her probably from YouTube.
She does a lot of YouTube for younger kids, like the same kids that would be interested in Miss Rachel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's great.
But we've got great programs in the kids' room as well. On Tuesdays, we'll have Family Park Walk every Tuesday at 2:00. We meet at the Runaway Bunny. We have a different theme for our entertaining walk. The first week, we did a color walk, looking for different colors with paint chips. The second week, we learned about bees, and each kid got the chance to be our walking leader and queen bee. And so it's just been really, really fun and a great way to explore the outdoors with the kids and learn a few things along the way.
Great. Yeah. And obviously the kids like being outside too.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
So teens have an interesting program coming up. It's called Seeds of Interest. It's on Mondays from 4 to 5 p.m. in the teen space. So summer's the perfect time to cultivate a new hobby. Bring your interest in learning something new, and Teen Space will provide the rest. Activity kits will be available at any time during library hours, with new kits introduced on Mondays. So on the 6th of July, it's visible mending. On the 13th, it's armchair travel. And on the 20th, it's temporary ink artist. that last one, that's with the new temporary tattoo printer that we
Yes,
have,
they will
right?
be able to design and print their own temporary tattoos in the teen space, which I would have absolutely loved as a teen. So
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what they create.
Oh, I'm sure. And then, their parents don't have to get crazy. They just wash it off, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll experiment. Maybe we can do a Man About Town tattoo.
I think that
Oh.
would be great.
Uh.
I think, that would be a good on location program too,
Mhm.
to get back to the library and do some of those things.
Mhm.
And yeah, as long as it's temporary, you could ink me.
All right. And we have Healthy Habits, Healthy Teens, Friday, July 24 from 1 to 2:30 p.m. in the teen space. This is in collaboration with the Rhode Island Food Bank and able to offer teens in the area a unique opportunity to learn introductory cooking skills in the teen space. This workshop is designed to help teens get a feel for working in the kitchen, along with providing them with information on health and nutrition basics. Participants receive recipe sheets and, of course, get to eat the meal they cook up. So that's open to patrons age 13 to 18, and it's limited to 12 attendees, so registration is required.
Well, that's good because people can learn better when you have a smaller
Yeah.
group and interact and more food to eat.
Yeah,
Mhm.
cool. Let's see. Oh, Public Services has some exciting programs coming up. They have an open art studio on Wednesdays. That's July 8th and 22nd from 6:30 to 7:30 in the makerspace. If you're looking for an open space to create your own art, stop by and use our many tools to paint, sew, knit, make jewelry, and so much more. It's for ages 16 and up, and younger ages with adult accompaniment. So,
And if you're particularly proud of anything you've created, either in our open art studio or at home or anywhere else, we are also currently accepting submissions for our
Mhm.
community art gallery. We will take over the Hoxie space in September to put up art from community members across
And
Westerly and Pawcatuck.
They don't have to be juried, right?
They are not
No.
juried. It's just a celebration of the art that we've created over the summer.
Wonderful.
And I
Any
have
media?
any media at all. Yeah. We've had last year, I know that there was some pottery that was on display, some both fine art from kids and adults. They did a reading of some local writers as well during the gallery opening. And it's just such a wonderful way for everyone to celebrate their creativity and maybe even have a goal if they're feeling inspired this summer and want to create something.
Very good.
Yeah.
And you obviously take charge of installing it, hanging it, whatever. They don't have to come in and do that themselves.
That's correct. Our adult services librarian, Cassie, will take care of putting the gallery together.
Great.
Yeah. And they're starting to accept submissions today through August 22nd. Yes. All right.
And it's interesting, Juliana, you said we're doing this in September. That's not that far off.
It's not.
Somebody pointed out to me yesterday, they said, well, the year's half over. And I said, yeah. Yeah, you're right. The
Yeah.
year's half over. And I know in July, very shortly, there are a couple of chain stores that we will be seeing Christmas ornaments, the 2026 ones.
No.
Yeah, they
No.
always come out in July. I know in the Hallmark stores, they always did. And in Kohl's too, I believe.
Wow.
But yeah, you see them in July and it's, no, not yet.
Mhm. All right. Back to the makerspace. We have another digital learning hub. This one is computer maintenance basics from Wednesday, July 15, from 6 to 7 p.m. Join us to learn tips and tricks for improving your computer's performance, stability, and speed through common maintenance tasks in this class. It'll be held every third Wednesday of the month from 6 to 7 p.m. in the makerspace, located on the first floor.
That's all ages, Bill?
I believe it is all ages. So register at the link above. So you got to register for that one.
Okay.
So
And again, a good time to tell people how they can get the Chronicle.
Yeah. Oh, the Chronicle. Da, 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 da. You can sign up, go to our website, and you can sign up to receive the Chronicle, or just next time you're in the library, talk to our staff, and we'll sign you up, and you'll get it in your as an email every week. It's
Once a
very.
month.
I'm sorry.
Once a month.
Sorry.
Thank
We
you.
don't bog down your inboxes. We know that they're full already.
And if you are someone who is not computer savvy, you
Yeah.
can go into the library and get a
You
copy.
got a copy.
Yes.
While supplies last. They go
Exactly.
quick.
And they go very quickly.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, this is a great summer reading program. It's called Lunch and Learn. So this is every Thursday in July. Will be visited by a different local farmer who will talk about their work. A light lunch will be provided, but feel free to bring your own bag lunch to enjoy. So on the 2nd, which is tomorrow, it's Stonewall Apiary.
Oh,
They're going to be learning all about bees.
Mhm.
And
Stonewall's right in Stonington.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a really, really great program. We do ask for registration ahead of time for Lunch and Learn, just so that we get enough food for everybody.
Yeah.
But it will be a really great program for all ages. So if older adults want to come and enjoy some lunch, but also younger adults and their kids are more than welcome. It's for everybody to learn a little bit about
It's in the
different type of
auditorium
farming.
or in the terrace room.
I believe it's in the terrace room.
Terrace room, yes.
Okay.
And yeah, so first one, Stonewall Apiary tomorrow. On the 9th, it is Stone Acre Farms. And on the 16th, it is Stonington Farms Shellfish.
Ooh, that's the one I want to go to.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll
Gonna
sign
have
you
a
up for that.
lobster lunch or
I guess we'll see.
We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see. In the park, we've got, of course, it's summertime, so there's tons of stuff going on in the park, including the Flock Theater. I went on opening night this year.
I was going to say it opens this week.
It opened last week on Thursday.
It did, last week.
Yes. Me and my wife went. We went to see 12th Night
Right.
in the park, and it is going to be also July 2nd, 3rd, and 5th. So Thursday, Friday, and the Sunday.
Bring
So,
your own lawn chair or blanket or
no
picnic.
seating is provided.
Right.
So, but you can bring your own seating or a blanket and have a picnic there and watch the show. It's great fun. So
Very good. Why don't we take a break right now?
Okay.
We will be taking a break. You are watching and listening to Man About Town, a production of 321 Media, brought to you by the people at Valenti Subaru at Dunn's Corner. And we will be back with Juliana and Bill right after this.
At Lathrop Insurance, our core values guide everything we do because insurance is more than a policy. It is a promise. We care. We treat every client like family. We're solutions driven. We find answers, not excuses. We utilize teamwork. We do what we say because integrity matters, always. And we're always growing. We strive to be better today than we were yesterday. These values have shaped 86 years of service to Rhode Island families and businesses.
At the Ocean Community YMCA, community means showing up across 4 branches and 2 summer camps, all rooted in one shared mission. Every day we bring people together to grow stronger in spirit, mind, and body. From fitness floors to youth programs, from lifelong friendships to unforgettable summer memories. No matter your age or stage of life, there's a place for you here to belong, to thrive, and to be supported. This is the place where everyone belongs. This is the Ocean Community YMCA.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners. And this weekend, the new iPhone is here and we have them all in stock. Come get the brand new orange iPhone 17 Pro or the brand new razor thin iPhone Air. The best part is trading your old iPhone and get up to $1,100 off. I mean, you get the brand new iPhone for free. But this weekend, you can get the brand new iPad and Series 11 Apple Watch for free. It's all happening down here at the Wireless Zone at 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners. Don't delay, stop in today.
I'm Gretchen Miller. I'm the owner of Martin House Books in Westerly, Rhode Island. We have 2 floors. The top floor is all adults. The bottom floor is children's. We have the cafe here too. That's a separate business, Cafe 1888. Come down to Martin House Books, enjoy a great coffee, and pick out another great read.
I'm Ryan Collins. I'm the clinic director, specialized orthopedic physical therapy. Every time you come in, you work one-on-one with the physical therapist, personalized one-on-one care with that person. Working with Wood River is very beneficial because we have great relationships with all the doctors. Do not hesitate to give us a call, come in for an evaluation, or talk to your doctor and they can refer you to physical therapy.
She's everywhere. She's everywhere. She's a man about town and she knows what's going down.
Hey, everybody, we're back. Welcome in. If you're just joining us, we are with Bill Lancelota, who is the Assistant Executive Director of the Westerly Library and Wilcox Park. And we are with Juliana, who is the Kids Librarian.
Yeah.
Kids being everybody from just born and screaming as they're coming out to 8.
Yes, till
Very
8 years
good.
old.
Very good indeed. So you were going through the Chronicle and telling us some of the many things going on. And again, if you're just joining us and you want a copy of the Chronicle, you either have to get there about 2 days before the end of the previous month, I think is when you put it out, because they go fast, or sign up and it'll go right in your inbox.
Yeah.
And then you have a choice in reading it like a booklet, which is what I do, or putting it on your phone, or however you want to do it. But if you forget everything Bill said, which people tend to do if they know Bill,
Yes.
that's the way to do
Wake
it.
up out there.
Right. Okay, Bill.
All right.
More.
Well, we've got a lot of stuff going on in the park, including
Our story walk. We had one in the spring and I absolutely loved putting it together for the We Are All Readers Festival. So we brought back another story walk to celebrate summer reading.
Is it exactly what it says? A story as you're walking?
Yes. So we have the pages of the book on a yard sign. So as you're walking down a walking path, you can follow the signs and each step read a new page. This summer for
Are these
summer
picture
reading,
books too?
They are picture books. This summer we have Over in the Garden by Jana Mathias, which is a counting book about kids that are taking care of a community garden, which is perfect for the Plant a Seed Read Summer. And it's inspired very much my choice by the kids that are taking part in our community educational garden in Wilcox Park during Garden Club this summer. So check it out. It will be up until Monday in Wilcox Park. So if you're strolling during the holiday weekend, please don't forget to stop by and take a look at the book. I think it's really, really beautiful dedication.
That's such a great idea. More work for Alan Peck and his staff, right?
No,
you
I
guys
put it together.
up.
I put it together.
Uh-huh.
But don't worry, they mowed the lawn before I put it up. So it will be clear and ready for everybody to stop by and watch.
That is absolutely great. It really is. Is there, I've wondered, we may have talked about this literally years ago because the library's been with us since we started 8 years ago. But is this the only library in the country that's got a park right next to it that's part of it?
I It's a big country.
Yes.
I can't imagine we're the only one out there. We're the only one with, I mean, there are other libraries that have outdoor spaces, but
Sure.
not quite on the level that we
Yeah,
have.
I didn't think so. I mean, this is
So-
what, 15 acres strolling.
14, just over 14. I
Is
believe.
it?
Yes.
Yes.
We are very lucky, but I will say that libraries across the state are doing great work, including story walks. A lot of them have partnered with different nature preserves and found other ways to offer story walks, if not right in their backyard, like we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah. I mean, you make such beautiful use of it, and you truly partner, and it's kind of a 3-season deal.
Mhm.
I
Oh,
mean,
yes.
unless it's really deadly cold or miserable, there's always something doing in the park.
Oh yeah, and we realize how lucky we are, at Westerly Library in Wilcox Park, that we have all this. It's just amazing.
It
Thank
sure
you,
is.
Stephen and Harriet Wilcox.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
um,
You two are a very good team together. You work very well. We
Thank you.
tell Bridget take another
All
week
right.
or something.
Oh,
No,
wow.
you really do
Bridget's on
seem
notice.
to work very well.
Other things in the park, we have a Centrics stretch with Heather Van Dam. That's Wednesdays from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. A sound bath with Zen Zone, July 16 from 5 to 6 p.m. Yoga with Wendy's on July 18, 8 to 9 a.m. And full moon yoga and sound bath with Chloe on July 28 from 8 to 9 p.m. That sounds really interesting. And again, you don't have to, hopefully people aren't driving around trying to remember these dates. Check it out on our website, pick up a copy of the Chronicle.
And bring your own yoga mat.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
you're definitely going to need. And that would go for the eccentrics as well, right? The stretching. 'Cause
I believe so.
imagine some of that's done on the ground.
Mhm. Yes. And of course, we have our walking tours of the park and soil testing with URI Master Gardeners. So the walking tours, we have native flowers and trees held the second Saturday of the month through October. And specimen trees are held the fourth Saturday of the month through October. So, and of course, soil testing is every second and fourth Saturday. So come on down, talk to our master gardeners, get your soil tested, make sure it's nice
And
and,
you're getting
healthy.
a lot of free information
Yeah.
too from professionals.
Yes. People who know what they're doing, not me. And the Colonial Theater is back at the end of the month, July 24th through August 9th. They'll be doing The Roommate, and that's 6 to 7:30 p.m. in Wilcox Park.
That is such a great show.
Oh, I'm not familiar with it.
I
Jen
s-
Silverman's The Roommate.
I saw it this year.
Mhm.
Trinity Rupp did it.
Oh.
And it's a 2-character play about a woman from the Bronx who moves to, I believe it was Iowa. I know it's the middle of the Midwest.
Mhm.
And they need to become roommates. And it's about their shared experiences and also their differences. And it's very well written. Very, very good.
All shows are free and open to the public, but are suggested for audiences 12 and up due to adult themes. So,
Yes.
the Hoxie Gallery. So
That's tonight, right?
Yep.
First
First
Wednesday of the month.
Yep. July exhibition, Dan Potter Webs of Joy. So it's local artist Dan Potter. Head to the Hoxie Gallery from 5 to 7 today for an opportunity to meet the artist and enjoy light bites. Work can be viewed in the Hoxie Gallery through July 30th during library hours.
What's the art? Webs of Joy. Are they like spider webs?
Well,
with
it
art?
says Dan is a multifaceted artist connecting media, styles, people, geographies, dreams in a shimmering web of joy. He
Ah.
works in watercolor, acrylic, oil, collage, in notebooks, on found, retrieved paper, on old prints, on canvas, on wood.
Good Lord, he can do everything, can he?
He sculpts in metal as a plasma cut artist and as a welder.
Wow.
So Dan is a poet of mind, word, image, thought, and dream, and has manifested this poetry in many ways thus connecting us all in his web of delight. So
Okay. Very
come
good.
to the library for a web of delight. Sounds delightful. Again, that opening reception is today from 5 to 7. Oh,
And
we have,
once again, I mean, I always feel it. We need to mention it every time. There's no charge for this stuff.
No.
Ever. You're getting lunches and snacks and pizza if you follow him around,
Yeah.
and all this and professional lectures and
Mhm.
entertainment and exercise classes, and you're not
Mhm.
paying for it.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Mhm. Yes, indeed. We have an exciting artist in residence for July and August. It's Cara Bean. She's a cartoonist, art educator, and author. And she has 2 programs. The first is Mindful Doodling for the entire community on Thursday, July 16th from 10 to 11:30 a.m. at the cottage. So that's exciting. Why do we doodle? Art educator and cartoonist Cara Bean shows us how even the smallest marks on paper have a lot to teach us about expressing ourselves, feeling creative, and connecting to everyone around us.
All ages?
Open to all ages and no experience is necessary. There's a registration at the link, so check us out online, fill out the registration, or come in and we'll register you, or call us up. We'll register you over the
Good.
phone. Cara will lead participants through a series of doodling prompts, starting simply and building from there. So that sounds like a lot of fun.
This is the first time you've had a cartoonist, right?
I believe.
In
so.
residence?
Yes.
That's interesting because that adds a whole other
Mhm.
dimension
Yeah.
to art.
Mhm.
Very good.
Yes.
Where is she from originally? Do you know?
I don't have that information.
No, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I thought maybe you had
Well,
found
it says
out.
here to learn more about Cara,
Yeah.
our artist in residence program, and to apply, please visit. And there's a link down there.
Very
I
good.
know that her most recent book is very popular in our teen space, but of course, all of the books in our teen space are welcome for everybody. So
Yep.
if you're interested in seeing some of her work, please stop by and ask the librarian if they have their copy in.
You know, that's a good point. I never thought about it. You don't have to have a kid to go into the kids' room. If you want to go in there and because you want to read Winnie the Pooh again, you can take that book out. You don't have to, get a child on the street and drag the kid in with you and
Yes.
say, here, pretend you're mine. Yeah.
All of our materials are for everybody, and we're happy to help you find what you're looking for. Even if it's like, I read this book when I was a kid and I can't remember the name of it, but I can tell you exactly what happened. I will do my best to find it for you.
That's great.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, I bet you could ask Ben or you could ask Mel or any of the
Yes.
other people there.
Absolutely. We
Mhm.
all definitely crowdsource to help each other out sometimes, but there are some great databases that also help us to find some obscure titles.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So you could type into a database, little girl in red dress who gets lost in Detroit or
Yes.
something, and you get. Very good.
Yes.
And of course, we have, as members of Ocean State Libraries, we have
Mhm.
access to every public library in the state. And so when you come and you get a library card at Westerly Library, you're getting a library card for the entire state.
That's a good point because I think a lot of people don't realize that if they come into the Westerly Library for a book
Mhm.
or a movie and you don't have it, that you can go online and say, oh, they've got it in Cumberland, they have it in Jamestown. And when the person says, I don't want to drive that far, you don't have to drive. Within days, it'll be here with their name on it.
And if it's not in the Ocean State Library system, you talk to our reference staff and they go outside of public libraries and they can get stuff from all over the country.
I did that a couple of years
it's-
ago. I wanted
yeah.
a book on someone I was writing a magazine article on, and they didn't have it here. And they got it sent from upstate New York, Syracuse, I believe.
Yeah.
And it took a little bit longer, but not that long, maybe
Yeah.
a week. And I had the information I needed. So it's a great
If it's out
idea.
there, we'll find it.
Yes. It's really, really wonderful how well the librarians across the entire state work together. I mean,
Yeah.
we're very lucky to have a team that works together well at Westerly Library, and we're happy to serve you. But I'm even more grateful to have all of the other librarians there to support us as well, to help provide the
How
materials.
many libraries are there in the Ocean State?
I think 70 something.
70 in this little tiny state?
Yes, but I will say,
I'm
if you're-
thinking you're going to say 18 or something.
No, if you
Wow.
would like to visit more libraries, this summer there's a statewide scavenger hunt across libraries in the state. In each library that is participating, there's a stuffed animal about yay big. That is the Bad Seed, which is inspired by the character of the Bad Seed by Jory John, or the Good Egg, which is on the reverse side of the stuffed animal, also a character by Jory John. And each library has theirs hidden in their kids' room or somewhere in their library. And every library that you visit, you will pick up a passport at your first one, and you'd get a stamp for each one you find. For every 5 libraries that you visit and find the Bad Seed or Good Egg, you will get a raffle entry into the statewide raffle. It's just a really wonderful program to celebrate not only what we have to offer and what we can offer people who are just visiting and stopping by for the day, as well as our local residents, but also inviting our local residents to check out other libraries and explore and have fun in other free spaces that we're constantly working to provide
Such
activities.
a great idea.
Yes.
People must stay awake late at night thinking up these things.
I do. Every
Okay.
once in a while, I'll have a program idea about 2:00 in the morning. I have to write it down and go back to sleep.
Yeah, that's a great idea, though.
So
It
we've got a
really is.
bad seed in our
We
library.
do. We do have
We
a
need
bad
help.
seed.
We need help finding
Yeah,
this
and
seed.
I will say, if you come find him, he's maybe, my hint will be, he's taken over control in some areas.
I remember seeing that on TV when I was a kid with an actress named, well, let's see, Ben is good at this, even though he's not quite as old as I am. Remember Patty McCormick? All right, shut up, Ben. She was a great child actress, and she did this role in The Bad Seed.
Uh-huh.
And that's when they did, live on TV shows. They had to be. They had to know
that
their
was
lines. That
the-
was like,
Yeah, that wasn't a
years.
kid's book. That was
Yes,
because she
but
was,
it was
evil.
ba-
that
yes.
bad seed
Oh,
was-
it was based
was
on
maybe a
evil.
different Bad Seed, but this
Yeah.
is interesting.
Yeah,
it was about
she
a
was bad.
evil child, right?
Oh.
A very evil child.
Well, this Bad Seed is a sunflower seed who goes bad after he was spit out at a ballpark game and landed under the bleachers and started to live a bad life. But don't worry, by
Well,
the
he
end of the
shouldn't
book,
have
he
been
turns
spit
around.
Don't spit at a ball game. Okay, Bill.
Well, I just wanted to mention Caribbean's other program, Open Studio at the Cottage, Thursday, August 27th from 6 to 8 p.m. The public is invited to see early sketches, cartoons, and concept drawings from Caribbean's next work, Why Draw? Come visit the artist and engage with the work from this 2-month residency. Light refreshments will be available.
Cool.
So
it sounds like from the program she's doing,
Yeah.
that she's saying anybody can doodle,
Mhm.
anybody can draw.
Mhm.
You don't say I don't know how.
yeah,
And that sounds like fun.
Yeah. I've already registered, so I'm planning to go. Yeah.
Good.
I'm excited about
all
it.
right. Well, it'll be all the staff going to.
Yeah, I think I believe there's at least one other librarian who's planning
Yeah.
to also go. So if
Yeah.
you want to come hang out with us, but also learn how to mindfully doodle and just kind of embrace that creativity that comes up every once in a while when your mind wanders and you pick up a
Mhm.
pen. We all have it in us a little bit. Yeah.
And that was the thing we used to get yelled at in school.
Mhm.
Concentrate. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
And actually, it's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be very relaxing, I would think.
Absolutely.
And it can help people just channel thoughts.
Yeah.
And everything. So
Yeah,
it's not necessarily
I'm one
bad.
of those people that do not know how to draw, and don't especially like to draw. But
Mhm.
I like to mindfully write down. I get I hear things in my mind, kind of like Joan of Arc, and it didn't work for her. You know, I'll hear a sentence or I'll hear a word, and it gives me an idea. So I will write that down. I guess that comes under doodling, as opposed to you know drawing a picture of a tree or a frog or.
Creativity really comes in all forms.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Very
wonderful.
Let's see. Oh, summertime. So our friends are back to doing their pop-up book sales.
Uh-huh.
Thursdays through
so-
July and August
The Esplanade.
on the Esplanade, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So
Now, if it rains, will they be in the coffee place? I
Yep.
never remember the name.
in
The
weather
pop-up
permitting, in the event of inclement
Koi.
weather, the book sales will move inside for the pop-up at Koi.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
So no matter what, 10 to 1 every Thursday,
Mhm.
starting this month.
yes, through in July and August and September 3rd. So we carry over.
So
into
it'll
September.
start tomorrow then.
Yeah.
July 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Yep,
good.
I've already downstairs in their room. They've got all the book carts already
Oh,
set up
yeah.
and packed
It's
and ready to
such
go.
a great way to get a book that doesn't even look like it's been touched,
Mhm.
much less read before. And you can get great books for like $1
Yes.
or 50 cents. And this is kind of the run up to the big guy in October, which is,
Mhm.
I look forward to that every year.
Oh yeah. Yes, I spend a lot of money at that.
I know you do.
Yeah, I usually go a few times because they keep restocking throughout the week. So
Yeah.
Insider
always fun.
knowledge.
Yes.
Yep.
and of course, I know it's early because it's October, but if you become a Friends member, you get first crack at those book sales.
Yes.
So
And that's so inexpensive. It's what, $15, I think, a year? Maybe a little more.
I think it's a little more than that.
I'm
but-
not familiar with the.
I forget how much
I
the
should
dues
know.
price.
I'm a member,
Yeah.
but I don't remember.
But they are so wonderful and hardworking,
Yeah.
and we're just so grateful
Yeah.
for the friends. They really are,
And they're all
very supportive.
volunteers, aren't they?
Yeah.
Friends of
Yes.
the library.
Yes, they are.
They work so hard to support the library, and truly are one of our greatest assets as an association is to have such great friends.
We have so many great volunteers.
Yeah.
The master gardeners are volunteers,
Yes.
the friends, you know, we have plenty of people come in and help do shelving and circ and the kids room. And
Yes.
yes,
There's something we haven't talked about in a while when you said shelving. The Library of Things.
yes.
For those who might be watching us or listening to us who are visiting in town or have never watched or listened to this program or have no idea what we're talking about, please explain, because that's ever expanding.
Yes, we have several library of things
Yes.
for different age groups. And what they are is they're non-traditional lending items, like not a book or a movie or a music CD, but it's a tool of some kind or a toy or a musical instrument. And we have many dozens of them, like I said, for all different age groups. And people, they have to sign an agreement, you know, sort of explaining the rules and everything. And they're able to check out these items. Like if we have a water tester, so you can get these strips to test your water at home. There we have cameras, Blu-ray player, I believe.
Yeah.
We've got the ghost hunting kit. I'm not sure if we've been able to keep that in stock.
Oh, we've got multiple ghost hunting kits. We also have a kids library of things downstairs where there's
Yeah.
lots of toys, a shoe sizer. We were just talking the other day about how hard it is to get kids to try on shoes in a store. But you can size them at home with our shoe sizer and then just buy the shoes that you need for your kids. We've got Tonys, which are small little audiobook and song figurines that pop on top of a Tony box. But soon we'll also have Yodo cards, which is kind of the Tony alternative of audiobooks. They're similar to like a size of a credit card or a library card, I should probably say. And it sticks into a Yodo player and it will play an audiobook. But you can also use a Yodo card to tap onto your phone. So that's coming soon to the Kids Library of Things. And it's an audiobook for kids, which is really great. It's everything from picture books to chapter books.
I just had a thought as I'm looking at you, Juliana. You're talking about Yodo cards and Miss Rachel and Bluey. Do you find when you're with your friends and you're sitting with friends and they're talking about, hey, I just saw this great new movie, I just saw this, and you're saying, we got a Bluey thing in the library. I mean, do you find, and they're looking at you like, how old is she?
Every once in a while, I'm a little bit more in touch with what 4-year-olds are enjoying than what I am enjoying or my friends are enjoying. But it's really nice. I love to be able to talk about things with the kids and recognize the characters on their t-shirts and celebrate the things that they're enjoying.
So when you're home, are you watching kids TV?
Not typically, but my nephew is 1.5, and so they're introducing him slowly to different kids television. So every once in a while, I'll pop on like a 6-minute episode of something. I just try to stay relevant with the 4-year-olds.
which is why you're very good at your job.
Thank you.
I just wondered, I mean, if you can still, relate to 25-year-olds.
Yes, but
you just can't get too excited about Miss Rachel when you're talking to them.
That's right. I try not to talk about Miss Rachel too much with my own friends, but with my friends at the library, kids,
that's
we'll be up to date on Bluey and Peppa Pig and everything else that they're loving. Toy Story 5 coming out.
We've only got a couple of minutes. Bill, is there anything you want to go over again? I know tonight in the Hoxie Gallery, you've got an opening.
Yeah. Oh, yes, we do. Our artist
the
for the month of July, Dan Potter, Webs of Joy. And I guess it's every type of art under the sun. So he works in myriad of styles and materials. So check it out this evening from 5 to 7. And again, we should really talk about the summer reading program.
Yes.
It's for all ages, from toddlers through
whether you were born yesterday or you were born 105 years ago, there is a summer reading program for you. We're so excited about it. If you're going to read anyway, you might as well win prizes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And everyone
what do they have to do for this to sign up?
To sign up, you're going to visit the kids desk, the teens desk, or the adult services desk on the 2nd floor. You'll get your free book.
They have to come in then. They can't sign up online.
If you are a tween, teen, or adult, you can sign up online using the Beanstack app. If you're one of my kids, you do have to come talk to me about Bluey or anything else you're enjoying to sign up. Not really. You can just ask me for the packet and I will make sure you get signed up. But all summer long, we're going to be hosting the summer reading program, all sorts of events to go along with it. We're really, really excited about it. It's our favorite program of the year, and we can't wait to have everyone join us.
That's great. Well, we are very happy that you joined us this morning, Juliana.
Thank you.
And that Bill was here, as always. We will see you next month. I mean, the month goes so fast.
Yes.
You know, when I typically say see you later to you and to Bridget, it feels like, wait a minute, they were just here. And here we are, we're in July. And July's a long month, but it's going to just go fast.
Yes, it is.
And then we will be in August and September and Christmas. All that other stuff that they push on us way too fast. Thank you both. Coming up after the break, we will have Detective Howie Mills from the Westerly Police Department. And we don't know if he is soloing today or bringing somebody with 2 legs, 4 legs, or an octopus. We never know. You have been listening and watching Man About Town. We're a production of 321 Media. your community station. And we will be back very shortly. Take a look at these folks.
The largest reason we opened up Seaside Pharmacy was to help our community better than the big box stores. We get to know you better, fast and friendly service. So we'd love to have you come in and check out Seaside Pharmacy and see what we have to offer.
I'm Josh Sherman, owner of Breachway Building Company. We specialize in kitchens, bathrooms, interior renovations of all kinds. Please feel free to give me a call to help you out with your next project. Breachway Building Company. We are building your dreams one wall at a time.
Lickety splits where the summer sticks. On our fingers, on our lips. 2 scoops high in a waffle twist. We're living it up at Lickety Splits. Lickety Splits, take your flavor pick. Rainbow swirl or classic mix. Big wide smiles in a sugar blitz. Yeah, everyday sweet at Lickety Splits. Hey!
Hi, I'm AJ Trust.
And I'm Jeff Swiderski with AnnieMac Home Mortgage's Momentum Group, your trusted partner in the home buying process.
At AnnieMac, we can strengthen your offer with our innovative program, Cash to Keys, giving you a competitive edge by allowing you to make a cash offer on your new home.
Together, we've helped over 1,000 families move into their dream homes, and we'd love to do the same for you.
Give us a call today at 401-486-0853 to get started.
Hi, I'm Neil Anthus, owner of Sound Financial Partners. We're a full-service financial planning practice dedicated to optimizing your investment, tax, and cash flow strategies. As fiduciaries, we always keep our advisory clients' best interests in mind when making recommendations. Whether you're preparing for retirement or growing your business, we're here to help you achieve your financial goals. Ready to start your journey to financial success? Visit us at our Wesley office or give us a call at 401-642-4333.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop in to Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
I'm Dale Sold, the owner of Shoreline Painting and Cabinet Refinishing. My vision for the company has always been to elevate paint contracting. When you call, you get a live person. Typically, we have estimates out the same day. We have really good communication with our customers daily. We make sure you're completely happy before we leave the project. We service residential and commercial customers. The commercial work we do is typically more community-oriented. We just completed a expansion of our shop. We added 3 more spray booths to allow us to increase capacity. You can find us at 77 Stillman Ave in Pawcatuck. You can find us on our website at shorelinepaintingri.com, or you can call the office 401-834-1684 to book an estimate.
If you want a sweet treat or a bite to eat, if you're shopping for the week or a great piece of meat, there's only one place to go. Meet me at Dunn's Corners Market. Meet me at Dunn's Corners Market. If you're here for the weekend or you're here for a lifetime, meet me at Dunn's Corners Market.
Welcome to Dan's Place, Rhode Island's #1 stop for amazing food, drinks, and live entertainment. Dan's Place offers a fantastic selection of unique menu items, including pizzas, pasta, steaks, and seafood. Here's what our customers have to say: a masterpiece on a crust. Watch your favorite New England teams on one of Dan's 4 big screen TVs. Looking for a great place to meet? Try Dan's Place.
I'm Dan from Dan's Place, where your only regret is not coming in sooner.
and brought to you by those great people at Valeni Subaru at Dunn's Corner. And a shout out to Tim, the new guy running the place, and a good luck, and we'll see you around town, to Bruce Morrow, who just retired. Awful lot of people just retiring. I talked to my neighbor, who is a Verizon guy. He's been hooking people up and unhooking people and putting out fires for a long, long time, since he got out of college, I think. And he retired on Monday. So, and we have another retiree with us today. Detective Howie Mills brought somebody with him who's only got 2 legs, but that's okay, because I said we didn't know if you were coming with somebody with 2 legs, 4 legs, or just yourself. Tony Alici. I always wonder, is it Alicio? That's what I thought. 2 C's, Italian, Alicio. He is also a detective. And if you're admiring his tan like I was, it's because he's rehearsing for what's going to happen in 30 days. And how many hours?
Well, 143 as we speak.
I see. Okay.
142 at the end of the show.
Okay. How many years have you been with the Westerly Police Department?
I'm in my 27th year. Be 26 complete, but about 26 and a half.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, the last time you were on, I remember you said, hey, I've done it. I could retire anytime, but I really like what I'm doing. That wasn't that long ago.
No, it wasn't.
Who put the light switch up or down?
Well, you come to that realization where, you paid into the pension fund for so many years, and when do you start enjoying it? I just turned 66, so it's like, it's time. It's time for me to move on to the next chapter and start enjoying the rest of my life.
You're not the type, though, to sit home and eat
No,
bonbons and watch General
Oh,
Hospital.
no, there'll be many a project I'm sure I'll be involved in, and I still play. I'm a musician, so
That's
hopefully
right.
be able to do a little more of that.
So you'll hit the bar rooms and play?
Yeah, we'll hit a few. Sure, why not?
What kind of music?
I anything from the 60s up I love. I love all genres, so I don't specify myself as any particular one, but I like all sorts of music. I'll play anything. If anybody's looking for a drummer, I'd be more than happy to audition for you. I've got many years of experience. I've been playing since high school, so.
Wow. Now, when you were playing in high school, did your mother make you go in the garage or in the basement and rehearse?
Back in those days, my parents were the only ones with a cement floor basement. So, we gravitated to my house eventually, and my father would be like, well, if you guys want to practice here, that's fine, but we'd all have to go out and scrape and paint the house.
Yep.
So there was
You got yard work out of you, and you got to
oh
play.
yeah, but we got to play in the basement, and I kudos to my mom. She was the one who got me started. She loved the drums, and God rest her soul. And but she always would make me watch these variety shows, like on Friday nights we watch Tom Jones or whoever, and if Buddy Rich was playing, you got to see this guy.
As long as you didn't have to watch Lawrence Will.
No, but she loved the drums, and she really, and for whatever reason, I did too, and that was it. That was where I started.
So Ron, I feel like he's leaving so much out of he was talking about, been working for the police department for 20 years.
You're going to fill in the blanks?
I feel like he's shortchanging himself. First of all, he worked as an animal control officer prior to that. He was a reserve prior to that. So he's been working for the town for over 30 years, a public servant. Since I've worked at the police department, Tony's been at the police department. I started in 2001, I started as a dispatcher. Tony was already a full-time animal control officer.
Wow.
So and that's I've known him for,
started in '95 as a constable.
Yeah. He used to work on the weekends at the down at the bars on the beach and stuff like that as a detail.
When we had I think there was 15 bars down there. So we work all those
There
bar
were
details.
15 bars at the beach.
Well, when you think about it, you started at the Pleasant View.
Yeah.
You had down the hatch, you had the Andrea. As you moved up, you had the old Marias, you had Dino's. Across the street, you had Captain's Galley, you had Patty's, you had Uncle John's Surfside 6, you had what was the Lighthouse, the Island House. Then as you went down, you had Sliders, you had the Rec, you had LA Beach Club. Across the street was the Neptune, the Blue Sands.
Wow. I'm very impressed with your bar knowledge.
I love listening to the stories, like when he tells the stories.
Oh,
Because I remember going there when I was just a teenager and remembering. I obviously wasn't old enough to drink, but then listening to him tell the stories, those things come back. You're like, oh yeah, I remember like the the Wreck and Neptunes and Captain's Galley and things like that.
No, wait a minute. You're there being a Boy Scout. Did you have proof? I mean, legal proof?
Well, when I graduated high school,
No, I'm asking him right now.
No.
Ranger Rick over there. I'm asking.
No.
When I graduated high school, the drinking wage was 18.
Yeah, me too.
And 18, what was it, 75? They changed it, and then I guess the fatality rates and all that went up, so they decided, oh, that was a bad decision. But
yeah, I grew up in New Jersey. It was 21, but New York was 18.
He's from New Jersey originally.
So the kids would go, after prom, they'd go over to New York.
Yeah.
But then there were accidents and kids were getting killed on the way home. And yeah, it eventually changed.
What part of Jersey from?
West Orange.
I was born in Jersey City.
Oh, I was born right next door in Newark.
Okay.
And that's our show today, folks.
Yeah.
We're going to go to one of those bars at the beach and talk about Jersey.
There's not that many left.
Yeah. How many bars are left now?
Well, you have the.
Here we go. I didn't think you're going to get a list. I thought I was going to get a number.
It was probably 6, maybe.
Wow.
6 total.
Yeah,
maybe 6.
And some, like some of the hotels had put a beach side bar on, like the Sandy Shore and that.
Yeah.
So.
It's
just
I feel
a lot
like
different.
It's more family oriented. I feel is it today than it was. 30,
also, a lot of those
35 years
places
ago.
are scared to death. They don't want to be,
Liable.
somebody gets, they don't want to be liable.
Yeah.
And some of the rules aren't always fair because, I've talked to people who tend bar and they say to me, some guys and women can hold their liquor so well, they can come in here and maybe they've had 5 already and I can't even tell. And others, they can tell right away. And yet if that person causes an accident when they leave, that bartender is as liable as the restaurant owner. Am I correct? Or that wait staff person?
Well, they have to be tip certified.
Right. Now you do.
They have to have all that certification. So if they detect any kind of, intoxication on a person, they have to cut them off. And then, that could cause something between the patron and the bartender because, why you cut me off.
But you never know when, unless somebody's blatantly, stumbling, you never know when someone comes in and they order that first drink. Is it their first drink of the night or the day, or have they had some at 2 or 3 other bars?
Right.
And that's scary. It really is.
Yeah.
So when you are retired, are you going to wear that thing that scares Dracula? Because I look at that and all I can think of is you hold it up.
Well, I have a chain of garlic cloves I'll wear instead.
It's funny that you said that because I actually, when he leaves next month, I said, there's only one thing I would like you to leave for me. And that's just that obviously the badge is his, but I asked him if I could have his necklace, like the holder.
And I'll give it to him.
Right.
Yeah. Is there going to be, when officers retire, are there parties?
I think sometimes.
Well, you must know the history. I mean, you've seen other
usually
people leave.
they'll
Yes, the chief is great. The chief, they always do something. At the end of your last day,
When I put my letter in of my intent, he said, "I'm not accepting that."
Is that what they mean when? Because I've heard that on Blue Bloods when they talk about putting in their papers.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
That's what it is.
Yeah, you have to say, hey, I'm going to retire, and this is would be my last day and whatnot. I mean,
and give me my pension, right?
Yeah.
Well, I paid into it for 27 years, so
yeah. July 1, it is. And I know they're coming in, and they've been coming in, the days. And this morning, as I was driving in from Mystic, I nearly was killed on 95. I saw a guy, and I don't even want to tell you what I was doing. I was in the slow lane, just slightly over 80. And I saw a guy cross 2 lanes of 95 North right in front of me, and then proceeded to speed off in the breakdown lane. And I'm guessing he was somewhere about 95 or more. So I saw that. And then I saw one on 78 who was trying to pass me. Now, there were about 6 cars in front of me. And for people who don't know what 78 is, it's like one lane either side.
It is one lane.
Yeah,
It is
it's
one lane
divided by a Jersey
and
barrier.
that's it. And this guy was trying desperately, and he was scaring me. And I kept thinking, well, maybe I should pull the breakdown lane. And I thought, no, he's not going to intimidate me. I just hope he doesn't hit
Did you
me.
say you were doing 80 on 95?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the slow lane.
It's Route 9.
That's what
right.
was so amazing. I was in the right-hand lane.
Rona, it's Route 95, not the speed limit.
Thank you. Yeah, DJ Gadgets told me that. So was her mother.
So one of the things I actually wanted to, Detective Leach and I wanted to talk about today was the fact that, you got to have some patience. This is the time of year.
Oh, they're not patient out there.
Traffic triples. We are getting daily calls from people reporting other people as erratic drivers, road rage incidents. We get a huge uptick in that in the summertime. People have to have patience, whether you're the one that's calling in about somebody or the person that's doing the road rage or is the aggressor in it. Because what happens if you're the aggressor, you kind of tick other people off, and then it becomes like a 2-person road rage incident sometimes. The next thing you know, they're pulled off into a parking lot. They're flipping each other off, calling each other names, and it just escalates. Sometimes you see people have families in the car, and it's like, why? But again, it's a million miles an hour to get down to the beach. You feel like you're running late, but you have to have some patience. It's all over the country. It's the summertime for everybody. So it really doesn't matter what state you're in. But I mean, here people are rushing to the beach. You just have to have patience.
And the thing of it is too, there's only 2 main thoroughfares to get down to Misquamicut, which is Winnapaug Road and Weekapaug Road.
Yeah.
So I mean, and then you end up on a divided 2-lane highway or 2-lane road. So I mean, it's not like you can get anywhere quick. I mean, you have when you have like the state beach, everybody going into the state beach, they've accommodated that. They've put more entrances and exits in, made it more accommodable for people to come in and get in there quicker. But in the grand scheme of things, it's still only 2 lanes. So when you have an influx of tens of thousands of people trying to get down there, it's not going to work because you don't have enough roadway to get into a small area.
All feel it's my vacation. I want to get there.
Right.
I mean, you told us how a few weeks ago when they had that hazmat incident on Airport Road.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And you were doing the traffic there.
He was with me.
Yeah, and you said there was that guy who was going out of his mind. He's yelling at you because
He'll tell you this. Yeah, it wasn't just me. Tell him the story about the gentleman that was mad at you because you wouldn't let him cross the street.
Right. I'm like, well, obviously, do you see the fire trucks, the ambulance, the police cars? We're blocking off the lanes going across Post Road to get onto Airport Road. You can't go there. And I'm sorry, you will have to find an alternative route to your destination. And there are some. You can go East Avenue, you can go around the whole mess, but unfortunately, we just can't open up the road yet.
I could hear the gentleman yelling, raising his voice from where I was standing, which was maybe 40 yards away. He's just calmly saying, you can't go there. Unfortunately, it's shut down. But unfortunately, that's where it comes with, like, there's no patience. Nobody has any patience. I wish some of the people that drive today got to see what it was like on 78 when I was young and when you were younger. When you would get to the end of 78 years ago, it wasn't 4 ways divided where it's 2 across, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. That's how it is now when you're coming down the end of 78 to Route 1.
Right.
Back then, it was just 1 lane right at the end.
Wow.
And when you got to the
So
end,
that had to back way up.
it backed all the way up almost. It actually would back up to Connecticut onto Route 2 at some points.
Wow.
So if you were from the area, you never went on 78. Like if you were coming from Ashway, Richmond, anywhere, or even Westerly, you knew not to get on 78 in the summertime. Find an alternative route into downtown Westerly or anywhere in Westerly, because you would be stuck on 78 and people would get in trouble all the time. I remember driving in the breakdown lane. They'd have officers that would actually park in the breakdown lane on 78 to catch people that would drive in the breakdown, because back then it was really not much of a lip, so people would drive in the dirt.
Well, prior to 78, before that was even put in, my grandparents had a house in Misquamicut, so we spent our summers here. That's how I ended up in Rhode Island. But you would come down, you would get off 95, you'd be on Liberty Street, come into Broad Street, turn onto Main Street and Beach Street. And that was the only route. Traffic would be backed up on 95 to Mystic to get into Misquamicut.
That's how it was.
Yeah.
I never even.
Yeah, 78 wasn't there prior to the 70s.
That had to be a mess trying to.
Yeah,
get
I would imagine Liberty Street and the road from Mystic.
I'm telling
has gotta
you,
be-
traffic was back into Mystic.
What was it like trying to get off of Liberty Street onto Route 1 right there?
To make that left?
Yeah, to make
and
that
go
left.
under the overpass?
Yeah,
Wow.
underneath the railroad station had to be a mess.
And downtown was two ways. I mean, you could go through Westerly both ways back in the day.
Oh, was it one way?
No.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool.
So there was a lot of different things, but even still, like I said, once you got onto Beach Street, I mean, you would if you got onto Beach Street, you were in traffic for hours. People would spend hours, and they'd be in traffic for 3-4 hours to spend 2 or 3 hours at the beach.
No, thank you.
It was crazy.
Right.
It was. I remember because like I said, I grew up on Shore Road, and even then, traffic, it was just so different.
The biggest issue we have now with traffic is in the mornings, people are showing up to the beach earlier and earlier. Well, I believe the state beach doesn't open up until 8:30, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's either 8 or 8:30. So there's cars. If you go, I think it's 8:30. But when you get down there, if you're in patrol, or even like when I was running in community policing with the CSOs, I'd go right down there because the gate wouldn't be open yet, and people would already be lined up to try to get
Avenue,
on Atlantic Avenue up to Winter Park Road in line. Well, people that are not wanting to go to the state beach but want to get down to Atlantic Avenue couldn't, because people were already lined up. Traffic was stopped, and you'd see people sitting on the sidewalks with their family having sandwiches, breakfast sandwiches. Just there's nowhere to go. So we have a really good relationship with the Misquamicut State Beach staff. So we've
is it run by the state, or they lease the parking lot?
So I think it's LAX or something like that.
Yeah,
runs.
they
that does the
actually
parking.
lease the parking lot to a company that manages.
But their DEM management still coordinates with them. They obviously
hold jurisdiction.
Yeah,
DEM.
They've actually put in this was the first year they've ever done it, where if anybody goes down there, they actually reconfigured the park and the entrances into the Misquamicut State Beach. They put new turn-ins in. So
there's like 5 instead of having just that one main entrance to get in, and now they've separated it. If you have a pass already or a sticker, you can go right through.
Oh, that's good.
So then
That's
there's
gotta help.
like multiple other places, entrances to get in, and coming the other way as well. So east and west, there's entrances to get in there.
This weekend's going to be the let's see if this all worked kind of situation.
Yeah.
Friday, probably starting tomorrow when it's going to be in the 90s. So I'm assuming Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and into Sunday, they're going to get the test to see if it's.
I saw the uptick in traffic this morning. I mean, I'm a very early riser. I'll get on the highway sometimes 4:30 or 5, and I was on the highway about 5:30, and it was almost bumper to bumper from Mystic to exit 92.
You really are the man about town.
Yeah. So I like to drive, and I like early.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think everybody's starting to realize that they have to get an earlier start on the day if
You
they
do?
plan on, getting anywhere.
I feel sorry truly for the truck drivers. All I see all day long are Amazon trucks on the highway. And I was thinking the other day, gee, they're good drivers. They're all doing 65. And then I realized they don't have a choice, at least not around here, not now, because there was so much traffic.
Yeah.
Well, and then
So what are the plans for this weekend before we go to break? As far as, do you step up the number of officers out there, the number of CSOs, the number of everything's out there?
everybody, it will be out in full force. they'll probably up the manning a little bit. The CSOs will all be on, and people have to realize, the parking situations in Misquamicut, Watch Hill, Weekapaug, those are,
That's tough.
Yeah.
There is no parking, I mean, unless they weren't set up to be handled thousands and thousands of people. I mean, look at Watch Hill, for instance, that was a village.
Yeah.
It wasn't meant to, for, thousands of people just to,
And
ascend on that.
speaking of Watch Hill, thank you, Taylor Swift, for taking it to New York, because
What's in New York?
can you imagine if we had all of that on top of all of this? That would be tough. It really would.
Yeah, I mean, it'll take us. I mean, we'll. I mean, obviously, it's coming out of the next break, but we'll could talk a little bit more about it. But we'll have extra CSOs in different traffic spots for this week, for the next 4 days, and it's our CSO program. I think it was a very smart idea to start this program back in 1997, 1998 when they did it, the pilot program. And it was kind of just to see if it worked, and it worked. And we've went from 3 or 4 CSOs back in 98 to up to 15 or more CSOs that we hire every spring because of the traffic situations. And, those CSOs are going to be out there in full force for the next couple of days, standing at Winnapaug and Airport and Winnapaug and Atlantic Avenue, directing traffic in this heat. We tell them all the time, stay hydrated.
They'd have to. My God, it's going to be tough.
And when I was a CSO back in 98, you were out there for the whole 8-hour shift. Now what we try to do is just, you're going to be out there direct traffic for 4 hours, and then somebody's going to relieve you. And then, you get to get a nice area where you can get some shade, rehydrate, and, maybe go write some parking tickets down and Watch Hill.
I get the biggest kick out of you because you've been doing this so long with me that I mean, the first thing you said was, and when we come out of the next break, we'll be done.
Yeah.
So why don't you take it to break, Howie? Why don't you tell everybody that we're going to break?
So we're going to go to break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about, things to look forward to for the 4th of July, fireworks, things like that, where you can go, what you can do, what you can't do. And we'll talk about all the good stuff.
It's the Howie Mills Show. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. Here in Rhode Island, we take pride in taking care of our own. At Lathrop Insurance, we have spent 86 years helping families and businesses protect what matters most. Whether it's your home, your business, or the legacy you're building, our team is here to provide peace of mind through customized insurance solutions. We're proud to support high school sports across Rhode Island because when our community grows stronger, we all win. Lathrop Insurance. Personalized protection, local expertise. Visit lathropinsurance.com to see how we can protect what matters most to you.
Yeah.
Who worked with you?
Hi, I'm Chris Kozłowski, owner of Broadview Florist and Garden Center in Duns Corners. For over 40 years, our family-owned business has been your go-to destination for beautiful, custom-made floral arrangements. Whether it's a special event or just to brighten up your day, we create highest quality designs tailored just for you. Trust Broadview Florists to make every moment unforgettable. Visit us today or give us a call at 401-322-0390.
Experience local excellence with Roof Right Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roof Right specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roof Right is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401-212-4140.
I've been cooking since I was 12 or 13 years old. I was cooking in the Navy. And honestly, we were welcomed kind of with open arms into the community. We've had a reputation for having great beverages and okay food. And I want people to know that is the thing we're attacking first, is making sure that our food matches our beverages. I want to make a really strong lunch menu. If you had a breakfast sandwich yesterday, come back tomorrow, it'll be better, because we're changing the way we do things around here. I'm JJ Glode. I'm the owner of Higher Grounds and Lickety Splits, and we'd love to see you come in soon.
Oh, let's go down to Toscano's. Men shop downtown Westerly. where style and class go hand in hand. You can look your best and dress to please. Buy the right shoe, get the left one free. And if Paulie makes fun of you, you get an even bigger discount too. Toscano's men's shop since 1911.
Wood River Health provides medical, dental, and behavioral health care to over 10,000 people a year, even when they can't afford to pay for the care they need. The cost of providing healthcare services has increased, and the grant funding we receive doesn't fully cover the cost of patient care. We, like other community health centers across the country, count on community support to keep our doors open. With your help, we can keep serving as a safety net for your neighbors. Will you help us invest in our mission?
321 is about so much more than sports. We're about community, family, small businesses, nonprofits, and sharing stories that deserve to be heard. 321, what's your story?
She's there, she's everywhere, she's everywhere. She's a man about town and she knows what's going down.
Yes, we are back on the Howie Mills Show with his special guest, Detective Alicio, who has even less time now till he retires. We're talking about July 4th, which has got to be busy all over the country. And the hot weather doesn't help with people's tempers. It doesn't help with people's physical. You got to stay with, they keep saying hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. That doesn't necessarily mean drink as many beers as you can and hop in the
which will
car.
dehydrate you.
Yes.
Right. What else do you want people to remember? We're in a wonderful area and a tough area because parking is close to non-existent at the beach. You got to have a plan. You got to plan it financially too.
Right.
That if I come down here and I'm spending whatever I'm spending for an Airbnb or a hotel room for however many days, and we have so much budgeted for food and fun, you got to budget for parking as well, right?
Or if you can, Uber. So that way there, you're not taking up extra spaces.
Do we have a lot of Uber service in this area?
Yep.
We do.
Yep.
Okay.
It's an uptick in the summer because of Musquamic. You get more of it in the summer.
Sure.
But if you can, like you said, plan accordingly, and figure it out ahead of time. This way here, you don't get here and then all of a sudden you're at a loss because you don't know where you can park or whatnot. I mean, again, when you have an insurgence of thousands of people and there is limited parking, and unfortunately that's just the way it is. It's a small area. When you have a beachfront with limited access to, the roadways and parking lots, it is what it is. We can't create it. People get mad at us because we say, hey, it's full or whatever. When we work events, hey, the lot's full. Where am I supposed to park?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's going to happen right through the 4th of July. If you don't,
And for the whole summer, I'm sure you hear that
on the
whole
weekends,
summer long.
of course, but especially like this weekend coming up, they are going to fill up. These lots will fill up. You cannot show up at 11 o'clock and be mad if there's no beach parking because they're full. Sometimes you just got to keep circling around, and then once a couple people leave the parking lot, they'll flip their sign saying that there's spots, and you have to plan accordingly. That's just part of being down here in the summertime, and but it doesn't help if you got your family in the car, it's hot, you've driven through 2 or 3 hours and you get here and
Exactly.
now you're having a hard time finding a place to park, and that's what we see. I know we were talking about it off air. The CSOs that, I try to explain to them, because people will stop in the middle of the roadway and start asking, as these CSOs are directing traffic, they're trying to ask, where do I park? Where do I go? And I have to explain to the CSOs and say to them, like, if you can answer the question quick as they drive by, you can. If not, some say, I'm sorry, sir, you got to keep going, or ma'am, you got to keep going. And just keep waving them by, because if you stop and talk to everybody, it's just going to make it even worse.
Because that's going to hold up the line as well.
Yes, and the CSOs aren't trying to be rude. Even when officers are out there trying to direct traffic, we're not trying to be rude. Detective Licio and I work a lot of the Blues on the Beach and at the town beach when they have the music on the beach Mondays and Wednesdays. We work a lot of those details, and those lots fill up, and we have to do the same exact thing and say to them, "I'm sorry, but the lot is full." I mean, we've had people call us names and swear at us, and you just be like, all right, you just got to keep going.
See a spot in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They argue with you that they see a spot, but they don't realize that we've already let a car in, and that car is driving to that one single spot that they see when they drove by. And, we explain to them, yeah, I understand that you see a spot.
And we're not parking lot attendants. We're police officers. We're there for public safety.
Right. And there's attendants in the lot that tell us that the lot is full.
How many spots you have? They'll tell us, and we'll designate certain cars that can go in. And then once they've reached their capacity, we have to turn them away. And, you got to move on.
Right. We're not doing it because we want to, but if there's no spots, there's no spots. You have to, unfortunately, park down at the overflow lot, which is right behind the information booth area in the Newtown Beach parking lot. They can park at the Newtown Beach, the lot now across the street from the Newtown Beach. And you do have to walk, 50, 60 yards, but there is.
Well, that's the thing too. People don't want to walk.
Yeah.
They want to park right in front.
Right.
Sure.
We all do, but
well, a lot of people don't want to walk because they're carrying beach chairs and a picnic basket and kids and all that. Yeah, it's hard.
It is.
It's got to be.
There's only so many spots.
And what I was looking at the weather. I even took a snapshot of what they're predicting. 92 today, 100 tomorrow, 101 on Friday, 100 degrees on Saturday almost. And Sunday. So the weather, it's been dry as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
But it's going to be wicked out there, and you have to realize that's going to, play a factor in a lot of this too, because, people want to be down near the ocean, try to cool off or whatnot. So.
Yeah, it really is tough. And even being on the beach in that kind of heat, you got to take a lot of precautions.
Yeah.
It's not just sunscreen. I mean,
Bring
you
cover.
should umbrellas and maybe not so many hours down there because you can get sick.
You can't.
Just being in that.
Yeah. I try to explain that to my parents sometimes that, my mother loves to be out at the pool at their house and in the sun. And I always have to tell my mother, like, she came over last night and she was saying how after she was outside for a while yesterday, she wasn't feeling well. I'm like, yeah, because you were in the sun. You probably weren't hydrating. Like, you got to be more cautious. I spent, especially with these 3 or 4 days that are coming up, kind of, be a little bit smarter about it. Everybody does, you don't think about it while you're sitting out there on the beach because you got a nice little cool breeze, even though it's 90 degrees. But, when I was just listening to you talk about the uptick in traffic, even our whole police department is affected. Like, our dispatchers are going to field so many calls this weekend about erratic drivers, traffic, people doing things in traffic, parking, and people are going to call we get so many calls about fireworks. Everybody calls because they want to know, okay, where can I go watch fireworks? Unfortunately, here in the town of Westerly, there's no public display of fireworks that happen in the town of Westerly.
That's probably a good thing, though.
Yes.
Well,
you
right
don't
now,
need any more traffic.
I mean, we've had no rain this year. Thus far, we had 23 weekends last year, I think it was.
Tell me about it with the no rain. I know that.
But everything is dry, so it's probably a good thing that
it did rain this morning. There was thunder and it rained for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not enough. Like, everything is going to be really dry. So if you're getting, I know there's certain like, I think Walmart was selling, the what do you call fireworks? Just stuff that goes off on the ground.
It's ground display.
But you have to.
You still got to be careful.
You got to be conscious.
You don't want to blow your fingers off.
Well, that and the fact that if things are so dry, it could easily start a fire.
Yes, that's you got to be careful for because, in the state of Rhode Island, you cannot possess like aerial fireworks. There's a difference between aerial fireworks and ground fireworks.
Yeah.
So, but even like he was saying, the dry ones, I mean, the ground ones, the ground is so dry. Even the ground ones, if you shoot them off in your driveway and they're ground fireworks when they go up maybe 10 feet or something like that, there's still things that come out of there that can land in the grass, and next thing you know, or a bush, and
hence the word fireworks.
Right.
Yes. No, I sadly know that too well, and it wasn't fireworks, but yeah,
you know,
it's been very dry.
Yep.
And it's just not good. But there are always people who think, especially if they've had too many beers or whatever, not going to happen to me. Hey, it's July 4th. Let's, make noise and let's do, and it's scary.
Yeah.
And I realize as good as you guys are and your force, can't be everywhere.
No. Cannot. You know, it's all around, just be cautious, even when swimming, right? So the town of Wesley, and a lot of people don't realize this, our police department, our community policing division, we actually oversee the lifeguards for the town beach, for the town lifeguards, which has been great because the community policing division that oversees them, some of them community police officers were actually lifeguards at some point. So they have a pretty good idea of what the lifeguards need. And the Chief Gingerello was actually a lifeguard down at the town beach for years. So like we understand not taking over the lifeguard program and what they need.
Public safety.
Yeah, it's part of public safety. So people need to also understand that, especially coming on this weekend, be smart about swimming in the water. I think there might've been a drowning in the last couple of days, like up somewhere, like up in the northern part of the state. Be careful when you go swimming. The lifeguards are on duty, but if you're there and you're there with your kids, like keep an eye on your kids, watch your kids swim, be careful, because sometimes you'll get waves or you'll get the rip tides. Just use caution.
That's what's scary.
I know people say it's a rite of passage to jump off the Weekapaug Bridge into the breachway.
Oh.
But there is 1-foot letters that's painted right on the street that says no jumping.
Right.
And
it doesn't apply to me. That's what they think. Nah, not me. That's
guess what? It's against the law. There is an ordinance, and it's enforceable, and we do enforce it. And I've again, if it's low tide, you don't know how that water's not very deep.
Yeah.
You might be talking at low tide, 5 feet, 4 or 5 feet.
Yeah. And you're jumping off a bridge.
You're jumping off a 20-foot high bridge. Guess what?
And then if you don't pay attention, if you're like on a moon tide, it's even lower. And then on an outgoing tide, if you're like, midway through the tide and it's ripping out into the ocean, there's been people that have jumped off the bridge and that start getting swept out of the breachway. And there's two different violations of jumping off the bridge and then swimming in the breachway. So it's two different violations, jumping.
And there's boats coming in and out. I mean,
that's the other thing too. What happens if you jump off the bridge and you don't realize there's a boat coming in or out, and now they're trying to avoid you because they want to run you over, and the boat goes up into the rocks on the breachway? It does become an issue.
I have a question for you that has nothing to do with July 4th.
Mm-hmm.
But as I was reading last night and catching up on my reading, I was reading the Providence Journal from the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And they have, are police quotas a myth?
Well, if we give out so many tickets, I get a toaster oven. No.
Okay.
And then there's the article.
I get a free day off.
But there are people that still believe, the story says a DUI lawsuit may have exposed a dirty little secret. But they do talk about a department, not the Westerly department, a department that when you were talking about rite of passage, they tell every officer, go out and get a DUI tonight. Well, what if I don't find one? Make one.
Well,
that's tough, but because there are people that absolutely believe that, and I guess I was one of them, that you have quotas. We used to hear, end of the month, don't speed because they have to give out so many parking tickets.
That's
and I think
so
you
untrue.
told me, Howie, years ago that wasn't true.
It's a myth.
That is absolutely not the truth. I mean, we're out there, we're looking, obviously we're
to keep people safe.
People safe. And if somebody's violating the law, they're going to get stopped.
Wow.
We have a very new and young department. A lot of officers are, fairly new. So they're looking, to do their job is what it is.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. It's their job to protect the citizens and the motoring public from people that are violating the law.
Whether you give 50 citations, if I give 50 citations and he gives 50 warnings, nothing changes.
Right.
It's just,
yeah.
Maybe the 50 people that I stopped, it was the first time they've ever been stopped, and they have great driving records, and they're, they made a mistake, they didn't see something, and maybe the other 50 that, people that got the summonses, it wasn't their first time being stopped. They've had violations before. They're, and I explain to people sometimes that I'm not giving you the ticket. It's you've been warned before. That was your warning. Obviously I re-educated you on your warning and you didn't take that. So unfortunately now, you're going to get a ticket now because of the fact that, I kind of educated you 2 months ago, or another officer did on speeding down this road, and you're doing it again.
And we have discretion.
Yes.
I mean, when we ask for your license, your registration or whatnot, we run it through 2 different databases. You have what we call the NCIC, which is the national, which brings up your DMV status, if you've been stopped, if you've been issued summonses before. And then we have our internal database, which would show, any type of warnings or that type of thing that you've gotten. And if you've been warned several times, guess what? You're not taking heed to the warnings, or you've been written, 3 or 4 summonses prior. Guess what? You're not getting it.
Right.
So you know what? Maybe it's time to take a step back and reflect a little bit on your driving.
Sure.
I always would tell young drivers, and I even tell my daughter this, who's going to hopefully start driving next year, driving is a privilege. It's not a right.
Something that is, and I never forgot it, that is the very first line in the driver's manual in New Jersey.
Is it really?
And when I was 16 or whatever, I remember they gave out the booklet when we were getting driver's ed in school, and that was the very first line. Driving is a privilege and not a right, and I never forgot that.
I never
now
read the
it's
manual.
Probably go get him or something in Jersey.
Yeah.
And they put laws on the books for a reason.
Yeah.
It's to keep everybody safe.
Yeah.
When there's a speed limit posted and you're exceeding that speed limit, there's traffic studies done. There's reasons they put, why is it 20 miles an hour in a school zone? Well, it's pretty obvious. There's kids crossing. There's, obvious reasons that you need those speed limits.
Mm-hmm.
Certain roads are 25 miles an hour. Certain roads are 50 miles an hour. Well, on Post Road, yeah, you can go 50 miles an hour because it's, it's 4 lanes of traffic, both sides.
Yeah. And then there's other parts of Post Road that are a little bit slower because you have a school, or there's not a hard median. There's just a median line where people will do U-turns. But when it's a hard median where when you get up into Dunn's Corners, it becomes like a hard median where, there's woods in between, or there's a curbing with grass and guardrails. It's a hard median, and you have to find an actual turnaround. Sometimes the speed limit is a little bit faster there because you don't have to watch out for those hazards and things like that.
Or by the chamber, when you get up to the chamber, it's 50 miles an hour. And then as you come in closer, like say you were coming from the Charleston
78.
into Westerly towards 78, it goes down to 35. Well, there's a reason, because there's all sorts of businesses. There's lots of entering and exiting traffic, from.
And you
from
got that
businesses.
major traffic light at Airport Road, Route 1. Yeah.
So there's a reason that the speed limit, decreases there.
The states and the towns do traffic studies on where major accidents or intersection where there's a lot of accidents over a certain amount of years, and then they'll look at, okay, we've done this study for 5 years, like how can we fix that? What lights can we put up? Can we put like in Dunn's Corners now, and it's been for the last 4 or 5 years, if you're on Langworthy Road, there's actually a yellow arrow light that flashes. That wasn't there several years ago, but I'm getting this, it's a state road, so I don't work for the state, but I'm assuming they probably did some traffic studies and talked about different things that they can do to make that intersection better.
Yep.
So
we thank you both. We're going to cut this a little bit short. Ben and I have a little project we got to do, and you got this whole weekend, which I'm sure you look forward to July 5th or 6th. You, I know, are looking forward to July 31st.
I am.
Detective, we wish you the very best.
Thank you.
I'll go to your party next year. I'll go to your party.
you will.
Thank you both. I'll see you in a month.
Yes.
You'll be watching General Hospital and eating
I
bonbons
doubt it.
in a month.
I'll probably be busier not working than working.
Yeah, I've people that I know, friends of mine who have retired, they that's all they do. I mean, this friend of mine from Verizon who retired on Monday. Yesterday he was cutting wood. He put a sign up. He's selling firewood now. He's cleaning his yard. He's doing all these things he wanted to do, and he doesn't have to look at the time. So, Ben, I thank you very much for being the producer du jour, or almost always. And thank you two gentlemen, and you will see in a month.
Yes.
And we thank all of you. Please be safe. Please be hydrated. Please be patient. And when you're out there, because you're not going to get there any faster if you're on a 1-lane road and there's a ton of people. And have a very good holiday. And take chances, but not on the highway. Because when you take chances, the door of opportunity often opens. See you next week.